Hello, everybody. My name is Sean Tubbs, and it is Saturday morning. Ollie Watkins is on the television on the ball, and he scores for Aston Villa. This is not a soccer podcast. On the other side of the screen, you will see Buford Middle School, at least the gym. This has been the view of my house for 15 years, and at the end of the day, this won't be the view. I don't have a great shot of it, and I'm going to continue to try to work on that. This is an experiment in trying to figure out how I bring people something that's happening in my backyard. I am going to experiment throughout the day with using this software, StreamYard, which is something I pay. But for the most part, this stream is just going to be whatever you see over here. Now, in the middle of that, I'm going to be working on things maybe to educate all of us about what happened at Buford Middle School's gym over the years, as well as a discussion of that mural and perhaps a discussion of what's going to happen next with Buford Middle School. But for the most part, it's just going to be a picture of this thing, no matter what happens for the next 6 or 7 hours. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, it will be interesting, but mostly, it's going to be this thing for quite a long time. So, for the one viewer who is here, I'm going to drop in throughout the day, but I got this thing up. You're looking at Buford Middle School, at least the gym, an hour before the demolition is expected to commence. I'm going to continuously try to work on that picture, but that's what I have. Maybe throughout the day, I'll interview people. Maybe you want to be interviewed. You can talk about Buford Middle School. Come on the stream throughout the day. This is a test. I said I wanted to throw a party. This is pretty much all I can do. So my name is Sean Tubbs. I am going to continue to work on this throughout the day. It's going to be different pictures, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll go over there with my phone and take pictures of it. Maybe you want to do that and experiment with me as we try to catalog as best we can the demolition of something in my backyard. For now, we're going to let that roll, complete with all of the construction sounds that I've been hearing for 3 months now. I'm Sean Tubbs, and welcome. This is also an experiment of how to use this StreamYard software. I totally forgot. If you're just joining me, this is a live feed of Buford Middle School, approximately an hour before demolition is set to begin. This stream is going to be up all day, and I'm going to be dropping in periodically, mostly as an experiment in this particular kind of software. If you would like to join the program, please feel free. How do you do that? Send me a message, send me a text, send me an email, and I'll give you the invite. You too can talk with me about Buford Middle School in this experiment in whatever it's supposed to be. I haven't showered. I haven't even tried to look good. Maybe I can't look good because uh, I spent my life for this moment in the last few moments of Buford Middle School's gym, and a kitty cat is meowing at me, bumping up and down. What am I going to do about it? I don't know. I better get off the screen before I explode. I better go. Obviously, that is way too big a picture to have fit into the Google slide. So in the moment, I'm going to try to remove that. Oh, add that one back. But this is an experiment in this software as we wait for Buford Middle School's gym to be demolished. I was going to throw a party, but I didn't find out about this until yesterday. So this is the party. And I'm not ready yet. I have a whole wardrobe to put on and fix. But in the meantime, I'm going to try to provide information about what's happening. And so you can have a little bit of fun about what's happening in my backyard, literally, here at Buford Middle School. But for now, I'm trying to figure things out, how to use the software, and the less of me, the better. I'm going to ditch Google Slides as the mechanism that runs this and switch to something different. And at some point, I need to start watching some. Well, Aston Villa is beating Brighton 4-1, so it's not that exciting. But you can hear the plane twice because there are two sound feeds. Less so now. See, it's pretty cool. Anywho, this is an experiment. Less of me, the better. We'll make them bigger. Actually, I don't really know how to. But as I said, I pay for this software. I've always wanted to use it. My life got very strange this year. I was not able to do so. So we'll just go ahead and switch over, oops, to that. And no, that's not how that works. I'm trying to figure it out. That's all good. There we go. I don't know if I'm on the view, but I'm now going to turn my mic off just in case. So here I am learning the software. At some point, I'm going to depart from the stage and begin to make this place look a little bit better. Uh, I've got my coffee. Nice. And basically, I'm just going to hang out here today with this thing happening. If you want to join the stream, shoot me an email. This is sort of kind of how I'm going to take a day off while something happens in the background. I am trying to figure out ways to get more information on the screen from time to time. I'd like to use this software more often to conduct interviews, to do all sorts of stuff. I've not really had time to do any of that experimenting this year. So today is the experiment, crows and all. So that's basically what today is going to be. This live stream is going to stay on for quite a while because why not? That's how this today is. Anyway, enough of me for now. Enough of me, but you're looking at the screen next door is Buford Middle School. I want to figure out a way to, you're looking at it through a screen, obviously. It's a laptop with a screen there. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out a way to make that better throughout the day. Maybe add extra sites. Maybe you want to talk about Buford Middle School. We're not necessarily doing that now. This is the setup, as you can see in the little caption below here. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're experimenting with software, and I'm trying to figure that out. But for the most part, this is going to be whatever happens. Me experimenting with things as I go about my day while Buford Middle School and that mural that was done by, I think his name was Ross McDermott. You can't really see it, but I'm going to try to bring you pictures throughout the day in addition to this. There's not every day something big happens in my backyard. Well, actually, that's not true. There's been some lovely deer, and the hummingbirds this year have been just frankly amazing. But that's what's happening at the moment. You're looking at a live stream of Buford Middle School right next to us over here. This is just what I'm going to do today to basically experiment. But enough of me for now. I do hope that you're going to see things throughout the day. I got to learn how to set them up, such as how do I make myself big? Oh, look, there's another piece of information here that I'm trying to make look better, but I can't make look better because I don't ever use this software. I don't like looking at myself for one thing, but as you can see here, I think this is how you, no, not kick from studio, not ban from studio. Oh, that's right, sound from that studio. So I'm going to turn myself off for a little bit, and we'll be back in. I am going to try to find a better view of this. This is just what I have for now. But who knows? This is a day of resourcefulness, and there's not a lot to see right now. The actual demolition won't happen until sometime in the next hour. I'm just leaving this live stream up, and that's that for now. Just realized that nobody could actually hear me at that time, which is fine. I don't want me, I want the other one. Aha, there we go. That's what I wanted. So you're looking at a picture of Buford Middle School. I'm Sean Tubbs, experimenting with this software, which is something that I haven't done for quite a long time, but I'm looking throughout the day to provide more information. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Perfect. Yeah. So what I'm looking for are things like this. Maybe it's an opportunity for us all to learn a little bit more about what's happening at Buford. I'm trying to figure out how all of my various screens look. Aha. I don't want to really be on the screen all the time. I'm trying to figure out how to make that work and to learn a little bit more about how it all works. So as you can see on the left here, we do have, we've got this. This is what it's going to look like when we're done. Charlottesville Middle School, that's what it's called now. It won't be called Buford when the construction starts. It'll be Charlottesville Middle School, because that's the name now. And what we have here, let me remove these different things so you can see a little better. What we have here is the way it's going to look. I think this is the way it looks now. And we are up in the upper left, upper right-hand corner there, looking out at the gym, which you can see here. But that's how things look at the moment. This is what it's going to look like when it's all finished. So the gym is going to basically be demolished in favor of to make room for a bigger extension of Charlottesville Middle School. You can see that the buses will come around the back, which will be quite interesting. They're laying all the foundation for that now. These are available on the city's website. If you have questions, just drop me a line and I will try my best to see these. I don't know if I will be able to for sure, but this is what we have. That's what it's going to look like when all done. But for now, we're going to leave it up on this one here and go to another split screen with this as the main layout. Aha! There are different keyboard cuts you can do here. I'm really wasting a lot of time doing this. But if you're just joining, I see there's now a person on the screen. This is an experiment in StreamYard, a software that I pay for every month but never actually do anything with. You are now looking at well, you will be in a moment looking at a live view, or should be looking at a live view. Oops. Trying to get rid of me, because I'm kind of sick of me here, in favor of, I forgot how to actually use this particular thing, but you're looking now. This is a rendering of what the place looks like now. The gym is going to be demolished. That's that building on the right-hand side here. Aston Villa just scored another goal. My goodness, this is a craziness. But what I'm looking for here is to get you over to, not me. I don't want to see me, and I bet you don't either. This one, here we go. So basically, now we're looking over here. Haha. There we go. So now you're looking at a picture. It's coming through a screen, and I'm going to try to figure out how to get rid of that screen in a minute so we can get a better picture. But right now, I'm going to turn this off and just let that. Can I get rid of the screen? That's the question. Is there a way to get a better picture without screen? It's weird, I can't get the screen out easily. Alien invading! That's not actually what's happening, obviously. I don't know how I can get rid of this screen easily. Pull it back a little. No. But I don't really want to move the laptop anywhere because I don't really want to disrupt my life for this silly experiment, which I'm doing for some reason and I'm not quite sure why. Not me. I don't want to be in the picture, but I can't figure out how to not be in the picture. If you're just joining and if you're actually visible, this is me just experimenting with a piece of software that allows me to do things, but I don't remember how to do those things, nor do I remember, aha, split screen. On the right here is Buford Middle School, the gym. That's going to get demolished today. I am looking for ways to try to figure out how to make it look interesting. Uh, Given I have limitations, I just have this one camera. I thought I had a second camera. That doesn't work. There's a chance I might walk over there with a third camera, my phone, and narrate some more of this. But honestly, this is a day off for me, and this is somehow how I spend a day off. But I am going to continue to do this throughout the day because I do think this software is pretty cool. I can tell you all kinds of stuff. I can put banners up and down. I can show you what it's going to look like when it's all done, which is kind of cool. This is what it looks like now. That gym that you see there in the corner, that's going to go away in favor of this. The buses are going to come around the back. It's definitely a big change for my life, and that's not what I'm writing about this for or talking about today. This is literally me just saying this is the project that's going to be happening um, over the term. You're going to hear a helicopter come over now. You might, the camera's not the best, but if somebody wants to bring me a better camera, that could be interesting. Uh, but as I said, this is an experiment, and that's pretty much what it is. It's kind of fun, though. I really would like to get better at how to use this software because it is quite powerful. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and set it back to the solo view while I get on with my morning starting, which means coffee and hopefully looking a little bit better than this and all that. But thank you for being here if you are. And even if you aren't, that's okay. This is going to be a lot of fun today, and I'd like to do more of these. I'd like to do these You can also come in here if you want to get in on the action. You can just send me an email. I can give you an invite to this mix, and we can talk about Buford. I didn't go there. I haven't set foot in there for 3.5 years. I'm going to miss that gym. I like the way it looks, and it's kind of an interesting day to know that that view that I've had for 15 years, the last 10 or so with that nice mural, is going to go away today. So this is a live stream that's going to commemorate that for some reason. What reason? I don't know. I'm paying for the software. Anyway, here's that view. There might also be some background narration as I sit in the other computer and see how this works. This is actually quite fun. Oh, wait. Ooh, I might have a third camera. Oh. No, that's not it. That's not at all what happened. I think I just tried to connect to somebody's device somewhere. Anyway, there's a man with a trash bag who is carrying some things out. They have been slowly taking things out of Buford for the last little while. You might be able to see on the left-hand side, that's where the athletic field used to be. There's been a whole lot of underground work to get the stormwater system working. That has been a lot of fun to watch. And, you know, it's definitely a thing. But this is an experiment. There's not a heck of a lot to see. Oh, look, now I'm in it. I might have a third camera. I don't have a third camera. Oh, look, now I'm in it. I might have a third camera. I don't have a third camera. I just don't have one. I just told you I don't have a third camera. Oh, look, now I'm in it. I don't have a third camera. I just don't have one. I just told you I don't have a third camera. I just told you that I told you that I don't have a third camera. I'm going to stop this now. This is what I do on a day off. Continue to carry things out of Buford Middle School's gym. Looks like they're bringing up another digger from the, oh, maybe they're doing work out there too. This is the first day I've seen Saturday construction. And I'm wondering if they're going to use that digger to help with the other stuff. You can hear it. If it's not on the screen, I can't see the screen at this moment. Oh yeah, I can. The screen's over here. Everyone can see and hear me, it says. So the digger that you see that's now coming up the hill, um, where's that going? I think I am going to try at some point to see if I can get a better view of this, but for right now, we're stuck with this one. If you would like to participate in this by maybe being a reporter on the scene down there, let me know, because that could be fun too. Best way to do that is via email, because I don't know what I'm doing in terms of the screens, but this is where we are. So this is a live view of Buford Middle School in the little while before the demolition begins. They've been clearing out the space for quite a while now. And this is an experiment. Um, and I'm going to keep coming back to this throughout the day, mostly because, in a different world, I might have had a party today because this is pretty interesting. I think it's not every day that a building comes down. And this building happens to be in my backyard. And I very much would like to share it with people because it seems like, for whatever uh, reason, it took a long time for Buford Middle School to be renovated. And now it's in the process of being renovated. These are slides that I also have up so we can take a look at those throughout the day. This is what it looks like now. This is the before. These are images from VMDO that you can see there. This is after. That's where we're here today. I'm trying to get it so that I am no longer here and that you see that image over there and then the other one. So I might disappear for a second because I might. I just realized that I've been talking and absolutely nobody could see what I was saying, which is fine. This is all an experiment today, and I'm going to continue the experimenting and go back to that live. So now it appears that we have three different views. Me here, which is not as interesting as the other ones. And of course, I don't know how to swivel between each of them, but I do know that this is me and this one. To the right, on the other side here, we have two different views of Buford Middle School, both from my backyard. And as you can see, they got screens in front of them. I have a screen in front of me as I'm watching Everton play Luton. This is essentially a failed party. A failure because I really would have liked to have had a party for this. I would have loved to have said goodbye to Buford Middle School's gym, a place that I frankly quite like. But I don't have that ability. But what I do have, of course, is hopefully the ability to have, you know, discussions. So, for instance, this is what we're looking at. This is what the area has looked like for many years. The area. This is what the various things. Sorry, I've got different pictures. And as you can see here, this is a mural that was installed about 10 years ago. And it was very exciting the night that it came out, or at least that I came back home from a catering gig, and there they were, painting. This is what it looked like that first day. Pretty exciting, pretty cool. But of course, you know, we also have the future. And of course, this is what the future will look like. Um, Actually, I don't know if there's any news, but we are 3 minutes away from the time when uh, they have said essentially that around 10:30 is the time that they think that might happen. This is another ticker at the bottom that you can see here. So we're going to go now and just leave the thing up here because I very much want to watch this match. I don't necessarily want to be in the picture, but I definitely want people to look at these things, and I'm going to keep coming in. If you would like to be in this and have an experiment with me and be on camera real quick and become part of the stream, talk about Buford Middle School. Heck, Saturday morning. What else would I be doing otherwise except for watching Everton versus Luton, which I'm also going to do. Uh, it's really no big deal, no pressure. They're just tearing down a building in my backyard. Um, that happens. As I have said, we are definitely at a point where in this particular place that these things need to happen. There are different times and different evolutions, and of course, this is what it looks like now. This is what it might look like in the future. Not that one, but this one. This is what this is what's happening, is that you're seeing the past is going to give way to the future. And that's where we are. That's how this works. I don't know if I will be able to get a better picture than this, but I will, of course, be trying throughout the day to do so. But I very much would like to have this be something you can watch, ask questions, all sorts of things. It's an experiment in today, but right now I'm going to remove myself and allow you guys just to look at the split screen. I'll be back later, and you don't have to come back if you click on this. Uh, you can watch from the beginning. Maybe I've said things in this hour that are so scandalous that the scandal will be scandalrific. Maybe there are experiments. Maybe a band's going to show up. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe I'll do shots. Don't think I'll do shots. Too old for shots. Any case, that's what this is, and continue to watch. Looks at this moment as if the crew is beginning to dig up the pavement or concrete. And in fact, they did get that other digger that has been doing stormwater duty. It's amazing how versatile these machines are, these deer machines, which are currently at work getting ready for the demolition of Buford Middle School. I don't anticipate anything. I don't anticipate anything. I don't anticipate anything. I don't know. That was quite loud. I don't know what it is. It looks like the first bang has been hit. And we cannot see this from this, but perhaps we can see it from the second camera, where I will not be able to narrate as closely. Maybe I can.
So at this point, it does look like the first blow has been struck against Buford. Here it goes with another one. A big, gigantic claw in the air, about to swoop, about to struck another blow against this building, which is going to be replaced. Oh, and there we see quite a lot fall off from the side. The demolition is underway of Buford Middle School. For somebody who's lived here for 15 years, it's certainly something to see, to know that this is going to continue for quite a while. But both the demolition and the construction, it's part of progress, it's part of what happens. Hey, the crane begin to take down the side of a building where for many years, I remember there was this guy who would come to that park every day almost and kick a football against it. I remember my own children bouncing balls off of that building. And now bits of it are coming off with each blow of the crane. And it's something else. I wanted to throw a party for something. I thought that this would be something that I could share with you. So that's why I'm doing this live stream. I don't know if you can see it because I'm just watching it at this point, but okay, the big boom is when it goes into the container, Gerdau container that's labeled. If anybody wants to bring me Prosecco, we have a doing all day. Here it comes, another poised strike, and here it goes. Maybe, yeah, a little bit. In any case, it's not a disaster. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that happens.
I think I'll get a better camera angle from the other one for a second. Bear with me. A problem I have here is that I don't have good cameras, and as you can see the screen kind of poking through there. But the side of the Buford is beginning to get hit, and it's not the most exciting live stream, but I'm working on it, and I hope you're enjoying it, one way or the other. This is the before image. And now we're starting to see the first parts of the building coming down. point. There we are. Now we're looking at this is the before picture. This is the mural. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm very interested in having people remember that this mural existed. It was quite something else. Over the years, it was, it's been kind of cool to see it back there. It was made by Ross McDermott 10 years ago. These are some slides from the Charlottesville Mural Project. And this will all likely come down throughout the day. I won't be able to get a great look, but I'm going to try to take pictures and zoom in when I can. But this is what this particular experiment is. And I'll be back periodically. But I need to eat some food now. If anybody would like to bring me some Prosecco would be welcomed.
Now, one thing I would note, there is quite a cloud of debris coming off of there. And I want to point out that as a person who lives here, I still am quite perplexed that I didn't get any notice whatsoever that this was going to be happening. Yeah, and I'm not really objecting. It's just that you think with them doing work on the weekends, they would have let you know. I'll get my camera working, some bigger pictures. I want people to see that. Challenge when it comes to equipment these days. Yeah, quite a lot of debris coming off of this thing. I don't know if you can really see that, but I don't know if I can zoom in. But there's quite a bit of debris there. I'm just going to put this well. All right. Hello. This is me on this side. I guess it is working. I am in the show after all. Again, this is not meant to do anything bad with it. It's just interesting because, there's a crane that's now in there. And I want to make people be able to see what's happening. I need to get a little device for this to work. All right. That might not be the best picture, but once again, I want to repeat that I'm not sad in any way about this. What happened? I'm kind of glad they started with the other sides. That mural has been part of my life, and it's been what I've looked at for 10 years now. It's been part of this area, and I'm going to miss it. It's all right. It's okay to miss things. Whew.
Hello. I did say somewhere in that little button there that this is a party, so I'm wearing my party shirt. At some point, I'm going to make this stage look a little bit better. But it's Saturday after morning. It's Saturday afternoon in England, but it's Saturday morning here. And of course, if anybody wants to bring me prosecco to ring out the end of Buford Middle School, just come on over. Bring me some prosecco, maybe, because it should be a toast. But it's too early for beer. Maybe it's too late for beer. Who knows? But yeah, so this is that experiment. Less of me, more of the demolition. Just wanted to check in every now and then to say hello.
if you are still with us or if anybody is watching, the first bit of demolition has happened or is in the process of happening. This is not necessarily the most exciting thing, but this is an experiment of Town Crier Productions. And the idea is essentially to do what I can to, um, let people know what's going on. But really, I want to use this StreamYard thing for more things. I'd like to be able to have discussions and host different weirdnesses here and there. And that's what this is. I want to do as much as I can. This is happening in my backyard. I think people might be interested. And throughout the day, I'm going to provide commentary, whatever, because the original idea was to throw a party for this. And, well, I'm not been able to do that. Apparently I can still listen to other things as well. Huh. It's clear that there is something happening. It seems to be out of the view of what we can look at here. The crane started in the, I guess, the most northwestern corner of the gym, and now we are waiting to see what happens. This is going to be a slow process. The school has said that they're going to be doing this over the entire weekend. Again, as a neighbor next door, I was not given notification of that, but I don't know if they have to do that. But of course, would have been nice. Thankfully, I got notice of this thanks to being a member of the press, and I got something from that. And I figured, well, gosh, let's just use all of these various things I pay for to do all of the work that I do to bring a live stream of the demolition and basically pretend that this is oh, look, big explosion. It wasn't a big explosion. There's lots of things going on throughout the day. It's interesting. I figured, why not live stream it? So that's what I'm doing. While I basically just go throughout my day. This satisfies work obligations for me, freeing up the ability for me to do other things, such as watch the Everton-Luton game that I'm not watching because I'm fascinated by the last hours of this view that I have had for 15 years. The school's been there for 15 years, but that mural is 10 years old, and I have quite liked it over the years. And, I'm going to miss it. And I'm going to memorialize it by televising it coming down, which is going to happen at some point today. And that's okay. If anybody wants to bring Prosecco, maybe we could even have a little party. This would be nice to toast, like, goodbye, Buford. Well, hello, well, it is goodbye, Buford, because it's going to be Charlottesville Middle School. So it's not even Buford. So it is really goodbye, Buford. Goodbye, Marianne. The work continues now that I'm sitting and looking out the window. This isn't going to happen fast. Pretty sure of that. But this is a different. Oh, there we see the crane has now come out of dropping off all sorts of debris. That looks like lockers, maybe? Is that lockers? Looks like lockers to me. In any case, it looks like the crane is removing big items from inside, putting them out, and then those items get carried up to the dumpsters that you can see. So now we can see a whole bunch of smoke, or not smoke, but what do we call that? Dust, debris coming out. As you can see, this is going to be a long process throughout the day, where the contents of the school are slowly taken down, dumped in favor of recycling or whatever. Now you can see the little cat is heading back down the track towards the place where the material was just shoved out by the crane. I'm guessing that at this point the crane is either in the building or on the other side. At some point I'm going to have a camera that I'm going to take still shots and try to get better pictures in the feed here. For those who might be joining this is directly outside my house. I've known this was going to be happening for years, so this is not a commentary on it happening at all. It's just a matter of fact depiction of what it looks like when you take a building down. A building that's been in place for 60 years or so, maybe not quite 60 years. I did not go to Buford Middle School. If anybody's interested in giving reflections of Buford Middle School while this is happening, the software allows us to do that. You can do that, time permitting. I am going throughout the rest of my day. The original idea is if I had 1 day's notice for this, less than a day's notice, and if I had notice, I would have thrown a party, because I do think this is change. This is what change looks like. Things don't always look the same as they did the day before, and today things are definitely not going to look the way they did before. The mural that you see here is coordinated by a guy named Ross McDermott as part of the Charlottesville Mural Project. That was 10 years ago. One day I showed up and that was, I noticed something was different. It was just this drab brick wall. And, it was converted into this particular mural, which has been colorful, and it's been something that was really it's been part of my life the last 10 years looking out on it. And now it's going to go. In a minute, when I'm at the other machine, I'll show some of the drawings of what will replace it. This is all part of a big $90 million project to add 6th grade to Buford Middle School, which will be known as Charlottesville Middle School in the future. Now you can see it beginning to gather up all of whatever. I guess those were lockers. This is going to be a slow process, and one that I find fascinating. I will try to get better imagery throughout the day. I know you can't really see a lot, but you know, as I said, this is an experiment in just having the software and having the ability to do this today. Oh, yeah, okay. So you can see in the screen that there actually is the renderings. What you're seeing on the screen right now is actually the way it looks. Yeah, that's what I got. So the loud noise is actually going into the. Out too well, but crane, stormwater. It looks like that is now very side root lockers. I'm not sure. It's like they're pulling a lot from inside for now going through some of the trash. Time for school. But the property are next door. It would have been nice to have for time because growing apart. Like it's not over. Bring up. Not sure, but towards the time when they get to take down the front here with that could happen. And I don't know what their plan is here, but it looks like we got that other crane now coming towards us. And what I want. Right about now. Side of the building. Oh, hello. I don't think I'm actually in the show here. Better way to get this.
We're going to add me to the mix for just a second here because I want to narrate this, but that is not the image I want. The image I want to switch over to is this guy. You really can't see it, and I can't get a better image, and my backup that I was about to use, they're now going, the western wall is coming down, and I need to update this thing better. This is a better one over here.
loud noise is just it's actually mostly the material going into the dumpster. It looks like, actually, I don't know exactly what's happening at this point. I'm trying to find a charger for my camera battery, which I know is absolutely fascinating to everybody listening. Aha! I found the camera battery charger. So they now pass another, and here the other big but they're all all the way straight to the back. That first, like, go away for a more modern structure. And here has been part of my life. Under report, done a very good job. Oh, there we go. Smoke comes up or debris. Oh, because then it's on fire. Debris. Held that all together. Not only brick though, HVAC material is up. The individual and it rips up that wall. So we're gonna have a party. But no. But other side taking the but something else. So the demolition is well underway now, and it's interesting because for the first time I see the view that I'll have for a while, which is of the Boys and Girls Club. The building will be gone, and you can see there's a huge pile of debris on the inside as well. The material is slowly being plucked out and taken over to the taken over to the dumpsters. I guess where it will be sifted through, perhaps for anything that might be interesting. So, mural, thing of the past now. Really enjoyed the design of it. I liked the angles, and I liked how playful it was, and I liked how it really fit in with the community garden. The community garden was such a cool space. That's gone now. There won't be room for a garden in the plans, I don't think. It's just interesting just to now you can poke in and you can see the huge amount of debris inside of the gymnasium as well. And a couple of cranes keep coming back and taking other material up. You can see every single time that the crane hits something, wires and steel and all sorts of things come through. And you can see there's a big, gigantic HVAC pipe. But 2 whole panels of the wall are gone now. I wanted to throw a party. I really, really, really wanted to throw a party about this. I really thought this would be really interesting for people to see. Because this city is changing, and this is why I think people need to see it. Also, it stinks, by the way. It definitely smells like destruction. Sounds like it. Oh, it's just amazing to see this device just snap things, pipes in half very quickly and easily. It really gives you a sense of how fragile all of this is. And I think how fast my own house is going to come down when the time comes, because maybe that's the way it should be. Nothing lasts. Looks like we're moving towards the 3rd panel now. Sure enough, here we go. Take that, farmer.
Hello. Not me. I don't want to see me. No, I don't want to see me. I don't know how to move it so that the... That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want the audio, but not me. Hello. I look terrible. Hello. Hello, my name is Sean Tubbs, and I look terrible today. What do you expect? And this is what we're going to get afterwards. Before, that's what's going away now. Oh, that sounded bad. Trying to get the other screen up here. So what you're looking at now, most of the site that's visible through that camera is now demolished. It's gone. The mural's gone. Inside, there's a lot of material that is being replaced. This camera view is not the best. Obviously, this is the camera view I'm going to get now, though. There is a different one, which I easily need to move over to here. If we go to this one, hi, there's me again. No one needs to see me. But you can see this is the second camera. And from this angle, we can see not very much because it's not as good a picture. Again, the idea had been to do more with this. I was been really looking forward to this happening. It's a big major event. I didn't even have 1 day's notice. As a neighbor, I got no notification for this, which is fine. You're under no obligation to do it. It would have been kind of nice, because I think there are people who would really like to have seen this. I'm one of them. And, you know, it's really something else. It's not a heck of a lot to see, but over here, again, why does it? I don't want that camera. I want that one. How do I select the camera I want? Select the camera I want. It used to be in StreamYard, I think there was a lot more dragging and dropping, which I think they've dropped. Maybe because it was a drag. I don't know. But in any case, I'm trying to get rid of me. I just want my sound on here while I'm here. Because this is what was before. This is the wall that's now been gone. We had 10 years of history. Let's go back to that. That sounded better. Not better, but interesting. So yeah, so it's more or less done. You can now see the Smith Aquatic Center. No, I'm sorry, the Boys and Girls Club through the skeleton of the building. A skeleton that's not going to be here for much longer. The goal is to get all of this done by Monday morning when school starts. It's definitely a different era is starting. This is what we're going to get when it's all over. As you can see in this rendering, that's what's happening now. The gym you see in the right-hand corner here, I can't do a pointer very well here, but this is what it's going to look like afterwards. And it's going to be interesting to see how they pull this off. The buses will go all the way, or will come down the building. It's going to be very different. It's going to be a very different situation for me who lives here, or lives here for now. Oh, let's go back to that. I'm trying to get it so I can have, not me. I don't want to be on the thing. These are two different views. To the right of me, a Buford. Really, the show is more or less done at this point. Slowly being dismantled. Just like it took about an hour and 15 minutes to get to this point. And it is what it is. Uh, I'm probably going to discontinue this live stream in about an hour or so. Uh, it's not the most exciting, but hey, I think it's kind of cool. Trying to get rid of me, but I want to keep my voice in. I don't know how to. This is an experiment in using this particular kind of software platform. And I don't know how to use the software the way I'd like to. Should be an easy way to switch through cameras. I have 3 different camera views, which is new. But yeah, nobody's watching, which is fine. But that's when I say that this is something that's, I'm not exactly emotional about it, except for I want people to remember that there was a very cool mural here, which was kind of really neat, and now it's gone. Um, and that I think is something that is going to happen more and more in a city where this is just what happens. The future is going to be very different. We're in the 21st century now, not the 20th. And I really would like to figure out a way to not have me on the screen, just these guys. I'm going to bow out for a minute.
At this point in the proceedings, I am going to cut off the secondary camera, mostly because I think it is time to begin to run this down. Except we'll try this. Thing is, it doesn't let me. I love that sound. Hey, look at that. There I am there. And here we are there. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point is get away from the sound source that is repeating, because I don't want to hear that. It's going to do that again anyway. It's fine. But I'm going to go down here to the bottom. Let's see what we can see this way. So going out my back door here. There we go. Now, I don't know how much we can really see there. But it's something else. It's so funny, like the last remaining bit of the mural are the birds flying away. It's just amazing to see like these bricks just get tossed into the dumpster like nothing. And where will it go? Where will the building go? Will this be buried someplace? Will it be recycled? Like, where's that tarp or whatever that thing is? Where's that going to go? And then if you look inside of the building, which you really can't see very well, you'll see a bunch of cinder blocks. Like, where does it all go? You know, you think about all the different games that played there and all the people who've had experiences, and now it's just a memory. Oh man, watch! It's like watching a Lego set come down. I think Lego sets coming down gets more care and documentation than this. So now there's only really one part of the mural left, and as I said, it's those birds. I don't know if you can see this. I'm just watching it myself, and I don't really have a good monitor on this thing. There it goes. It happens. And I wish I could flip the camera. Maybe it'll let me, if it lets me flip the camera. Ah, thank gosh. There we go. Good. All right. I think you can now see it better. I don't know how to zoom the camera in, but as you can see now, we have a very different look to Buford. Jim, it's the gone look. Here we go. Here comes the last of the mural is now being muraled away. No. I don't know how to zoom the camera in, guys. There it goes. You know, I never set foot in that building ever. I've lived here for 15 years. I never set foot in that building. If I had that other camera working, I would want this shot. You guys can't see it. I really am bad about that. But there go the birds. Bye-bye, birds. Okay, there's a couple birds up on the pillars. I'll try to get a shot of them later. All right, well, I think that's about the end of what's interesting here, because most of the stuff has happened. Oh well.
All right. Well, that was the end of that. I think I'm going to retire this live stream mostly because, well, I proved the concept I could do it. Now I need to get on with the rest of my day. Buford Middle School, at least the gym part of it, is more or less gone. And that happens. Uh, Here we are. New era. It's quite loud, but you get used to it quick and stuff. In any case, that's the end of the stream. My name is Sean Tubbs. This has been fun. What utility it has? Probably none, but we're just gonna let this sit here for a little bit. I'm gonna let it go. I may or may not come back, but where we are. If you're just joining, they're still tearing the building down next door. What's going to replace it? This is what's going to replace it. We have over here, this is information that was given to the Charlottesville Middle School, well, on Charlottesville Middle School, to the Charlottesville School Board. So many Charlottesvilles, so little time. That's what we have right now, or did have. That building that you see there, the gym building, is gone now, or mostly gone. That's what's going to replace it. A much bigger structure, will be very different situation, but you know, sixth grade will be there, so that's good. Looks like this. Looks like this. Here's what it did look like. This was the mural that's now gone. A little bittersweet, but you know, this is what it looked like when they were putting it together. The walls that this was built on are now gone. I don't believe there was any attempt to keep any of it. Um, and of course, you know, who needs to hold on to the past? I guess only people who make money off of telling you only a select bit of it. Um, anyway, it's kind of sad, but you know, progress is progress, and we don't have a daily progress anymore. We have a 3-day a week progress. I'm just ripping. It's probably time for me to stop doing this, but a little bit longer.
Okay. Now we really have the building really coming down. You hear that? Look, just listen to that steel bend.
So we're now at a point where obviously um, isn't the best video, but in the lower one here that you see here, the thing about this is that um, the the view is all obscured because there's a wire mesh screen there. This is the best I can do at the moment. Um, obviously probably could mount this outside with no screen, and you could get a better picture. You really can't see in this image, but they have definitely cleared out most of the gym. The ceiling is gone. Now it's just it's coming down pretty quickly. This has been underway for about 2 hours now. It does look like they have done a pretty good job. It looks like of clearing it all out, getting it ready, and ready for the future. Because I think the important thing is to remember here is that we are here because this is going to happen here. This is the what the renderings are for the future. This is what we have. I'm located someplace in this picture, but this is what we're going to get afterwards. And let's we're going to go over to this view. This is the view that maybe gives us the best look at what we have at the moment. You can see a crane sort of swinging across right there. Most of the walls are gone. What's left are the pylons that hold up the roof. It does look like in the south east quadrant, it looks like they've taken down the bulk of that section of the building. We get sort of a glimpse of this on this view. Um, the issue really is here is that I don't have the best of camera setups, but of course, this is an experiment in capturing something big. It's not every day this gym is going to come down. So it did come down today. It's still in the way. I'm likely going to do this for just a little bit longer. Um, Maybe people have enjoyed it, maybe they have not. The whole point was to document using this software, which I have used but don't do anything with for the most part. So this was an experiment, and gosh, I really hope that people appreciated this. This is a little bit of history here. A little bit of history in the sense that Everton lost to Luton, so Luton has got its first win of the year, which is pretty exciting. They made a. We're not talking about that. Nobody cares. Nobody really cares about the demolition of this building either, but I care, and that's all that matters in this particular thing because I'm the one who spent his resources doing that. Going to leave us up for a little bit longer. We're going to do that other split screen. I'm going to take me away, and that's going to be that for a while. Back in a bit.
So I'm going to try to get a view from outside. Maybe that screen will be a little bit better if I can just put this thing outside. I don't have a lot of battery life left in this particular machine. A little while here, and I don't know exactly how this will work, but we're going to try it out. I have a candelabra here, which I'm going to use to try to prop this up. See if it works.
Hello. I don't want to see me either, but I do want to try to get to this. That's better. So we are looking at this live stream. I now have a video out here, which is a little bit better, I think. You're also looking at some of the wildlife, wild weeds that are in my backyard, which the city has cited me for. So again, these are the pictures of what you're going to get in the future. This is what we have right now, which is well, not anymore. The gym is gone. But this is what it's going to look like when it's all finished. I can mute that one microphone and have it work. What you're watching is basically an experiment in how to do live streaming of this kind of thing. It's exciting. It's something that people who pay me through Town Crier Productions do. And here's something that comes from, watch this. Look at this. Thank you for providing this, Sean. This actually comes from a person who runs the Charlottesville Jazz Society. The gym was never much to look at, but there were some nice trees in front of it that gave some good shade when walking the dog. They're gone now. I liked the mural. I really, really enjoyed having the mural that had been there. Now it's gone. It'll come back. No, it won't. It's gone. But basically, it was essentially removed without any fanfare. I didn't have any notice except for I had less than 24 hours notice from this happening. I wanted to throw a party. And then, as you can see here, he meant to post that from his personal page, not the Charlottesville Jazz Society page. But hey, Charlottesville Jazz Society, go Jazz. We want to get back to this particular thing because I need to get back to work at some point. Definitely don't need to be seeing me, but oh crumbs, that's not what I meant to do. So this is what we have. This is a view. It's a very distant view, but this is the building coming down. It likely will be gone by the end of the day. It looks like they've gone quite fast with this, and good for them. But the planning for this did not go fast. This is about 12, 13, maybe longer years in the works. And here we are. It has now been done. Tottenham's about to play Liverpool, and I'm probably going to conclude this live stream because there's not much more to see, and that's really it. Put it all in a capital shed. Sorry, guys. I'm at the end of being even pretending that I'm doing anything professional. This is all just kind of a remnant of this experiment. The highlights will be up. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes or so, then I'm going to give up. Not give up, all the work has been done. Uh, and of course, this was an experiment, and using this ability to do this, we have multiple screens that we can add. Of course, we had two cameras at one point. You can see there's one on the right is from internal. Camera number 2 is outside now. All the activity is mostly gone. The gym is no longer there. And of course, that means that the mural's gone. This is just a little capturing just some images of what that mural looked like. Um, I don't think they've kept any of the bricks, or none of it was preserved in any way, which I think would have been expensive. But it's interesting because it was only there for 10 years. This is what it looked like about a little while ago. Now gone, and that's okay. And now I'm gone from the stream. I don't mean to keep being visible. I don't want to be visible. I want to be not visible at all. But you are looking at the shell of what's left of the Buford gym. It has been dismantled, and dismantled and demolished. Dismolished is a word we're going to use from now on. And that's it. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so this experiment in bringing this to you is almost at a close, mostly because I want to sit and pay attention to the next football match coming up. But this was all an experiment, and basically the demolishment, the dismantlement, whatever you want to call it, lasted for about 2 hours or so. It got underway around 10 o'clock. I had less than a day's notice to get this done. Otherwise, I would have had a party. I would gladly have toasted, this little bit of progress, this little bit of change, and that affects me in Charlottesville. Probably not so many other people in terms of, well, I guess people might get a better education with a better school. That's what the argument has been. But here we are. This is what goes. This is what's gone. Oh, big bump. I'm going to leave this up for another 10 minutes, then I'm going to call it quits. We're going to go to this one, not me. I don't want to be on the screen. I'm going to remove myself so I'm not. I do want to say that construction technically started in July. They didn't do anything until July. They had a couple of guys out there do a couple things, but nothing started until July. So when it says June, that's not correct because they couldn't have started until July because of the fiscal year. Little detail, details don't matter. Details such as, oh my gosh, that thing came down like paper. And I think we're going to call it over. This has been a live stream of the demolition of Buford Middle School, 3 hours and 30 minutes long at this point, which I think is long enough as a piece of work. They have the wrong cue card up. They have Aston Villa versus Brighton. That was 2 hours ago. That's okay. We all make mistakes in live radio and television, whatever the heck this is. But thank you for anybody who did watch. It was a lot of fun for me to put this together. I'd like to do more of these, but honestly, uh, I don't get paid for this part. But this is thank you to Town Crier Productions Patreon supporters for giving us ability to do. Goodbye, farewell, and we'll end the stream now. Thank you for watching. If you did, probably won't be coming back today, but it will be kept here, and I'm probably going to post it to YouTube because why? Goodbye.